Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Sure.
Yes or no? I need to know that you can actually understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying.
You also need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this, undo this. You understand? You still want to do this?
I guess I have no choice.
You got to be sure. There's no wishy-washy here because, once you do this, this isn't like Target. You could just return it because you don't like it anymore. Once you plead guilty, it's a lifetime decision you make. There's no turning around. Your other option is to go to trial. Those are the two options that you have.
I guess. Yeah.
Are you guilty of this offense? You either are or not. There's no.
No, I'm not. I'm
Not
not.
set of trial.
Then we set it for trial. See, the deal is this, Mrs. There. We don't plead people guilty who are not guilty. If you're not guilty of this offense, then they either dismiss it, or if they feel that they have a good case,
I
then we go
explained
to
this to him,
trial.
Your Honor, but I told him if you're not guilty, then we go to trial.
Right.
So
This
I'm
isn't-
not going to plea him, Your Honor.
This is not, it's not a game. This, so you either are or you're not. Reasonable minds can differ. The evidence points to whose side is correct. I haven't seen the evidence. I have no idea. When we get to trial, that's when we all get to see the evidence. But there may be, body cam, there may be videos, there may be eyewitness testimony. I don't know. But until we get to trial, I'll never know. So, you were allegedly there at the time. I have no idea. You either are or you're not.
I was visiting.
Look, I don't want you to talk about the case.
Well,
And just understand, a lot of people try to justify things by what they think is right. Even though if you think something is right, if it's still against the law, it's still against the law. I don't know. That's why we give you a lawyer, for the lawyer to tell you what the law is, what happened with your case, and whether you are in fact guilty of the offense charged. I don't know. If you want a little bit more time to talk to Greg, you can. It's up to you. But, once you do this,
Speak with him, Your Honor.
yeah, once you do this, there's no turning back.
Yeah.
Come on up, Mr. Cesare.
Sit there.
I haven't talked to the attorney though, so I don't know.
Are you guilty of the offense of criminal trespass? Okay. Just understand that, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. I don't know where this is from, but if you go back, chances are it's going to happen right again. So I don't know where this is from, but I probably wouldn't go back, because if you do, you're asking for trouble.
It's an apartment complex, Your Honor, just so you know.
I wouldn't go back. Just don't. Even if someone invites you, I wouldn't go back, because they're going to call the laws. The laws are going to come and they're just going to mess with you. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. Now, like I said, you give up a lot of rights. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So no more trials. We're done today. All right? Okay, man. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to waive your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck.
Just gonna give you
Be
a
careful.
form, you go downstairs, you're done with this, cleared up. All right?
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Go right there.
Does he, any prior DWIs or?
No, he's going ice. I think
Yeah.
whoever
Okay.
did it just calculated how many, I mean, I can find out taking it down. It just.
No. It is what it is. It's really, it's not a. Mr. Vasquez, good morning.
Señor Vázquez, buenos días.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 20 days that you've done.
¿Qué ha servido?
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You ever get pulled over again, an officer's going to see this. If they roll up to your car and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go very well
Pues
for
no
you.
va a ir muy bien.
From now on, you're faced with a minimum of 30 days in jail.
30 días de cárcel.
You understand?
¿Usted lo entiende? Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by
Usted renuncia a
entering
muchos
this
derechos
agreement.
entre este
You give up the
convenio,
right to a
renuncia
trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers.
a sus
If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported,
ser usted
excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to
renuncia al
appeal.
derecho de no apelación.
Once you plead guilty, you can never change this.
Verlo.
Is this what you want to do?
¿Usted desea hacer? Yes.
Before you finish,
Desea que acabe.
without opposition to state,
Sí, que
you
supongo
raise
el
a good point.
Estado.
I don't know what's gonna happen in
Yo no sé lo que
immigration.
va a pasar
We
en
reduce it down
inmigración.
to
Podemos
60 to 30.
reducir de 60 a 30 días.
You have to discuss that with
Y se
chief.
tiene que hablar con.
I mean, we'd have to refile all the documents.
That's why I added
Si
that.
no pueden marcarlo y poner un
He
inicial.
he's been in
Dice,
for 20,
él
he's
está,
been 20 for
le dieron
60.
20 por
And I
60.
was just thinking, Judge brought
Estoy
up a good point.
pensando,
I don't know what's gonna happen in
no,
immigration.
no sabemos lo que
I'd like for
pasa
it
en
to say
inmigración.
30,
Quiero que
if it's
indique
at all
30,
possible.
si una
Dispersion.
posibilidad su primera.
Below a point 15.
Y sobre punto
Vázquez.
5, el apellido es de Vázquez.
How do you plead to the
¿Cómo
office?
se declara la ofensa de
Intoxicated,
conducir
guilty, not
a
guilty.
¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
I'm going to find
Voy a
you.
hallarlo culpable.
I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 90 days.
De conducir.
Do not drive until you get a license.
Tengo una licencia de conducir. Okay, so
We wrote it like that because he's got 20 days credit.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't matter. It's, we're, okay. All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Thanks.
señor.
Okay, thanks. Hey, good morning, Ms. Ortega. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail. This is so weird. It doesn't say that.
I know.
Doing a.
What the heck is this?
I
Alex, how's this, who filed this?
I do not know. Who is the cause?
Is it just says 1 year death.
Ron, if I can have the cause number, I can look.
I can refile it.
Yeah, so because
Oh, that's not bad.
we really don't know, is this a deferred? Is,
Yeah, Judge, I'll do it really quickly. It should be done in the next.
we'll still do it and then can file everything later. So we're doing a 1 year deferred though? Okay, so Ms. Ortega, you need to understand that you're entering into a deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. You get into a deferred, if you complete it successfully, there's no conviction on your record. You understand the difference? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial. Shh. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are entering into a contract. You either successfully complete the contract or you get revoked. If you do something to violate this agreement, I'm going to arrest you, put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in Orange. And the only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated the probation. None of that, whether you're guilty or not guilty, none of that matters. The only thing that matters if you violated this agreement. For you to complete it successfully, you must complete a thinking for a change class. Guys, which thinking for a change do you want on Ortega? It's 4, right? It's 4 hours. It's a 4-hour thinking for a change class. You must do a 2-hour anger management class. No drugs, no alcohol. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with a Derek Michael Waters, Alondra Georgina Mendoza. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes.
I will make you a deal. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, and you do your classes quick, I'll take you off in half the time. You can be done in 6 months if you really kick butt and just be nice to everybody and don't use. Don't test positive for dope, alcohol. I'm not asking for much. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'll withhold that for a year. But like I said, get everything done quick. We'll take you off quick. What do you do for a living?
Oncology and radiology doctor.
Okay. Do you have any children? Okay, you can reduce it. All right, ma'am. Best of luck to you. Thank you, Katina.
They get refiled, see, I'm signing.
He's trying to get an intervention agreement for you. You need to turn in what's called a mitigation packet to try to secure that kind of agreement from the state. As with anything in life, you get what you put in. If you put your heart and soul into it, you can achieve damn near anything. But if you put something together, it looks like you did the night before on a bar napkin, don't expect much. He's going to ask stuff for you. If you don't put your heart into it and soul into it, don't expect much. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, your case is 190 days old. I'm going to give you one last setting. You will not get any more time after this. I will give you 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but after that time, you're done. If you have not completed your side of the bargain, I'm going to set your case for trial. You get no more time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got 30 days. That's it. All right, we'll have you see. You, Mr. Amari Cruz Serrano. Yes, sir. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 30th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a major crash on West Dallas Street in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed a bumper part of the motor vehicle at the scene where the defendant's vehicle struck a pole. The license plate was attached to the bumper, which came back to a blue Toyota Corolla when ran. A real witness saw the motor vehicle parked on the shoulder of North Freeway, matching the description given out by the officer on the side of the freeway, with the defendant in the driver's seat. The real witness observed the defendant get out of the vehicle to change his tire, and the real witness stayed on scene. The officer observed the defendant kneeling by the front passenger tire, instructed the defendant to step away from the vehicle to come over to him, and observed bloodshot eyes, a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and then administered standard field sobriety tests. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were 0.082 and 0.083. The defendant then stated he was coming from a bar. He was just broken up. He had 1 drink of Hennessy and Coca-Cola, though he later stated he had 2 drinks, and that his missing damaged bumper happened in the past, and that the bumper was probably at his home.
Okay. Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor. And it's eligible.
Got it. All right, Mr. Caruso, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You're going to be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, any kind of illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
As long as you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you may continue to drive. But if you don't have one or the other, then you're not allowed to drive. And that is also a condition of your bond. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have one, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel and he will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll have you sign a receipt of Victoria. We'll have you meet with Fleischer of your bond conditions and then you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The laws, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Officers were dispatched to a possible intoxicated driver call, and a witness stated he observed the defendant go in and out of lanes as well as make a U-turn on Highway 59 going against traffic. The officers conducted a traffic stop and observed the defendant to have glossy eyes, slurred speech, strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, poor balance, and a quarter full cold beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The defendant consented a breath, and the results were 0.15.
Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor. And I ran his license one moment. Ineligible, Your Honor.
Okay, you're alleging that he had alcohol in the car, correct?
Yes,
Well,
Judge.
okay. I'm now ordering you not to drive, Mr. Laws. I'm also your case is 1,220 days old. I'm now putting an ankle monitor on you as well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you take off on me again, I'm going to make your bond extremely high. No more PR bonds for you. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. Can you please appoint him a lawyer? I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to have you swear to us that you're not going to drive, Mr. Laws. Do not drive. Do you understand?